On the semi-occluded exercise train is the lip trill / bubble, and this is probably one of the most used warm-up exercises of all time. Why, we ask ourselves? Probably because it's easy and we have everything on us in order to do it. Now, you could be at home watching this video, sorry about that if you are, but you could be at home thinking, oh Steve, it's not though, is it? It's not easy, and when I go to the top it breaks, and it's just not easy. It might be easy for you. And if you are saying that, I'd say let's have a chat about your passive aggression for a start, and then we can move on and talk about why that might be happening, and understand that actually the lip trill, all jokes aside, is a very tricky thing to do. We're multitasking, and you know, a lot of time there's a teacher giving us a scale, we've got to listen to the scale, musicality, as well as monitoring our breath against the sound, against the lip tension, against the fact there could be like loads of people around us and we're feeling a bit weird about that. So lots of things going on, need to process that. So in our spare time, good time to do it on your own, start to become more aware of, okay, if I do this, it helps with that and leads to this, and then I become a lip trill master. There is a subset of people that actually, unfortunately, do not have the makeup in order to do a lip trill, but that is they're very few and far between, and you know, unlucky. But everyone else just have to get over the weird thing to begin with. So 3 things I want to mention really. First thing to get involved straight away is doing a strawberry raspberry. A raspberry. Strawberry. Absolutely ridiculous. I even did it on the camera, so that's yours to keep. Associating ourselves with the fact that the lips are banging against the tongue, that's what we're looking for, that experience. Because some people are, you know, a bit tight, then it's not going to work in any sense. So getting used to, and most people can do a raspberry / strawberry to begin with. Retract the tongue. And I would say to maintain that for as long as possible without a sound. Get used to that feeling first. Raspberry into just lips and air. And get really used to that. And then you can add on the sound afterwards and see if you can sustain that. The same kind of that sounds like a cow as we used in the straw exercise earlier on. So once we've established and spent some time doing that, it may take some time, because you may even start. Okay, that's mental. But you get the point, like it may start very short and sharp, so get used to that. Then we can move on to, do we use the fingers or not to take it through a scale or a siren? And I would say most of the time, yeah, there's some people that don't have to, show-offs, whatever. But I feel like the fingers really help with maintaining a different amount of tension. We can either relax the tension completely, add a bit more on the way down, which also kind of changes the vowel underneath, another point for later on. But yeah, manage the tension with the fingers. It takes the tension off of this situation here, and then you can start to take it through the exercises. Hills. The third point is that the lip trill can be a test. It can be a guide for where our voice is sat at that time. Don't hate on the lip trill if it doesn't work or if it cuts out. It's more about what's going on behind than the fact that lip trill is a horrible thing. And it can often outline that. So if that does happen, then we have to go, okay, address what's happening behind the lip trill. Use the lip trill to keep trying to guide us, but it may keep falling out, in which case, okay, do we look at the airflow? Do we look at, are we blowing too much air? Normally we do up top. Okay, fixed. Are we just better at the top or the bottom of our voice? That might be a case, in which case, experience at the top, go into the danger zone. If the high notes aren't your thing, just spend some time up there. If the low notes aren't your thing, add the 2 together afterwards. Just spend some time in each to begin with, so then you can run between the 2. Lastly, the vowel underneath, and we are creating a vowel underneath. It's the vocal tract posture. Let me demonstrate. You can see that isn't going to go anywhere. Tongue forward. Let's think about the sound, the global that seems to work with everything. That position, it's going to give you that cow sound. That's another way in which you can start to adjust if things start to go a bit crazy as you go high or low. In a nutshell, raspberry, blowing the right amount of air, sustaining for a little while, adding a noise behind that, fingers or not, probably yes. Lastly, is it the vowel you need to fix? Is it the airflow? Is it the fact that you need to spend some time in the low or the high? Up to you, have a play around. It's a lot of fun.